y'all, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video I'm super excited to film. I'm going to be showing you guys a vintage thrift haul. I found all of these pieces pretty recently and I'm so obsessed with all of them and I'm just so excited to show them off. I am super into anything that's vintage, antique looking, or anything like that, and I also love thrifting. So these two together are something that I just love doing. I love finding pieces like this, and I hope that you guys enjoy watching this video as well, and I'm just going to get right on into it. So starting off, I have this vintage creamer. I think it is so beautiful. It is very worn. It's definitely tarnished for sure, but I really enjoy that look, to be honest. And I think it is just beautiful. It is by Rogers, which after doing a little bit of research, I can kind of assume that this is probably from the 40s or 50s era, and I just think it is so beautiful. Obviously, it was used for creamer at one point. I just have it out as decor right now. I have it on my little coffee bar, and I just think it is absolutely beautiful. I think pieces like this are just so cool because the older they get and the more worn they get, the more beautiful they look, in my opinion. And so I was super excited to score this, and I just love it. I think it's beautiful. The next thing that I found is actually my favorite out of all of this. I was so excited when I found this, and it is this Gibson China mixing bowl. I love this thing so much. I was so excited when I saw it. I have been super into Gibson China for a very long time. I have it like full of my Pinterest page and everything. And so when I saw this in the thrift store, I genuinely couldn't believe it because I could not believe that someone would want to get rid of this. But I just think it's beautiful. It's one of the classic designs with the two blue stripes and white. And it's just so beautiful. It's glass, it's like heavy duty, it's so well made. And so again, after doing some research, I think it's probably from the 40s, 30s, somewhere around that time. And I'm so excited that I found this. I genuinely could not believe it. I could just go on and on about how excited I am about this bowl. I use it for baking, for cooking, and all that stuff. And it's just beautiful. It fits in with my aesthetic so well. And I just think it's so cool. And honestly, that is one of the reasons that I just love thrifting so much, is because I needed a glass mixing bowl. I could have just gone to Target and gotten one, but finding one from a thrift store that you know has so much history behind it, especially when you find like an older bowl or like an older piece that's from the 40s or the 50s or something like that, there's so much history in just this one bowl, and I think that is so cool. It sounds kind of cheesy, but I just feel like it is so much more fulfilling to get something that you know has a story behind it. It's been used by who knows how many people. It was beautifully made. It was so well made, and I love thrifting for that reason. I love vintage thrifting too for that reason. So this bowl is my favorite. I'm so excited I found it. The next little piece was actually a gift from my wonderful sister-in-law. She found it at a thrift store where she's at. She lives up east, and it is just so beautiful to me. It is from, again, the 50s time era, and it is this beautiful little teacup and plate. It actually came with a set, so I have two of these. I just think it's so beautiful. I definitely haven't used it. I don't really plan on using it because I think it just looks so beautiful sitting out. But just, I feel like this color too is so 50s, like just a staple of that time era. And I just think it is the cutest thing ever. It's very well made. I believe it's porcelain. And it's just so beautiful. I was so excited when she gifted me this, and it's just the cutest little thing. And so the next item that I picked up was actually these beautiful porcelain plates. I am so obsessed with these. They are just the most gorgeous things ever. They have a beautiful flower detail, light pink flower detail, and they're just a beautiful cream color, and I am obsessed with them. I want to definitely display them out as like decor, maybe on a wall. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. It came in a set of 4, and they're just so beautiful. And this is actually JPL France, which is just a beautiful brand. They make the most beautiful vintage plates. And so again, this is most likely from the 40s area, 40s or 50s. And I was just so stoked to find these things. I always can't believe when I see these things in the thrift store that someone wanted to give these away, but I'm so thankful that they did because I got to pick them up. And yeah, so these are the plates. I definitely want to find a really beautiful way to display them because they just go with my decor so well and they go with my aesthetic, and I feel like they're so pretty I honestly don't want to eat on them. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. And yeah, I just think they're so beautiful. And the last item that I have to show you guys, I actually picked up on Marketplace, and that is this beautiful vintage captain's chair. It's from the 40s. It is absolutely gorgeous. I was so excited when I found this. It does have a little wear to it. I think the person who had it before me had some dogs. So it has a little bit of wear to it. It has some chew marks on it, but honestly that didn't bother me. I'm the kind of person who I do not mind when something looks worn. If it looks worn in the right way, I think it just adds to it so much. It adds to just the history of it, and it just adds to that feeling of something being antique or vintage and worn, and I just think it is so beautiful. So I picked up this chair. I'm honestly probably just going to leave it as is. I don't think I'm going to try to fix the chew marks or like the wear that it has to it. I'm probably just gonna leave it like this. And I just think it's so beautiful. It's such a nice wood color. I love the stain already, and it's just such good quality wood. Again, that is what I love about finding pieces like this, is it's such quality. And I just think that it is such a score when you find something like this. So I'm always looking at Marketplace too, in addition to going thrifting. I think Marketplace is such a good way to find items like this as well. And so when I do need something for the house, or I'm looking for something in particular, I always want to check thrift stores and Marketplace before I actually go to the store and buy it, because I just think, again, it is so cool to find something with history and to find something that has a story behind it that has been owned by so many people before you. And then in addition to that, things from that time era are just so well made. So much better, honestly, than things these days that you can buy new. So that's just how I personally feel. I love thrifting. I love Marketplace. I love just going and finding people's old stuff that they don't want anymore. I think it's such a cool concept. And so I love this chair. I'm super excited to have it in my home and display it. And yeah, just so excited to pick it up. So I just want to encourage you guys so much to get out and go into your thrift stores and go on Marketplace and just try to find things that are used first before you go to the store to buy it new. I know it can be so tempting sometimes. I definitely do it as well. But it's just so much better for the environment, and it's just also so cool to be able to reuse things and to make something your treasure that someone else didn't necessarily want or didn't have a place for in their life. And I think it is just so cool. And if you are into vintage and you're into antique, then it is the perfect thing for you to go thrifting, because they have so many cool finds like that. It definitely will take a little while. Like, I was looking for a mixing bowl for a long time. I just kept going back to the thrift store, kept going back. And then when I went in and I found it, I was so excited. So definitely don't give up. If you're looking for something, you can't seem to find it at a thrift store, just keep going and looking. Just run in for 5 minutes or when you have some spare time, and I promise it will pay off and you will find the coolest things. I just love thrifting so much, and so I so highly encourage it to anyone that is open to doing it. So those were all of my items in my thrift haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you like these kinds of videos, if you would like to see more of them, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and you would like to. And that is all, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!